Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're answering the tough questions like, can I make a pretty good pizza using the Bighorn pellet pizza oven? And why didn't the pizza make a good comedian? That second one's easy, because his jokes were too cheesy.
I want to thank Bighorn Outdoors for sponsoring this video.
I gotta tell you, I was skeptical when I saw that this had no igniter, nothing to keep the pellets going. It's just air and fire. But with that flame coming out of the top and everything, I'm pretty confident we're gonna get some good temps in there to make some great pizza. This is the Bighorn pellet pizza oven. Apparently you can get these in pellet form or in dual fuel setup where you can actually ignite them with gas. This is just the pellet version. It's pretty inexpensive. All the information about it is going to be linked down in the description below, but so far so good. It literally took me 10 minutes to get it out of the box, flip the legs out, put a couple parts on, and it was ready to go.
When you first get the unit, you got to do what's called an initial burn-in. Go ahead and load it up with pellets and then light it. You can use a fire starter or you can use a torch like I did. I just went and lit all the pellets, got them really nice and hot, popped them in the unit, let it burn for 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, go ahead and top them off with pellets, reignite the top of the pellets and stick it in there, and then you just let it burn for 30 minutes.
I'm interested to see what kind of temperature our pizza stone is at right now, so let's find out. Pull our door off, which is extremely hot. Be careful. And let's see where we're at. We're at about 325-ish. They say you want it between 3 and 350, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead and check these pellets and see where we're at. See how much pellets we have left after this 30-minute burn. Okay, the little handle's not very hot. Oh, we are out of pellets, guys. It is time to reignite. I'm using some Pit Boss charcoal pellets, and I'm using this little thing to keep this off my table so I can light them. 2 nice big scoops and my handy dandy torch. Once you've got like a pretty good fire bed looking there, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the pizza oven. We're gonna let that go for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it's time to top off and relight the top layer of pellets. Now I get a little bit of smoke at this point, so I'm just gonna kind of let that smoke go out and let it get to a clean burn. What I'm looking for is a nice active flame going on in there.
I started off with some store-bought pizza dough. It's a little bit hard to work with, but I thought it'd be good for testing. I went through 4 pizzas to try to get this thing dialed in. A lot of this was my error. I had the oven too hot. Then I cooled it down too much. I didn't get my timing right. I was distracted and I left the pizza in there too long and I burned the heck out of it. So it took me a little bit of time to finally get it dialed in. And then I ended up with what looks like a pretty darn good pizza.
Let's move on to my homemade Neapolitan dough and see how that does. This is some homemade Neapolitan style dough. It's a little looser, should be a little bit easier to work with, and just press out. Than that grocery store pizza dough, which was much tighter.
Just working the dough, pressing it out, trying to get it to something sort of round. Once it's a good shape, a little bit of semolina flour on the pizza peel, and the dough goes on the peel. Then I build the pizza on the peel. Simple red sauce, a little bit of cheese. Let's launch this pizza.
Just gonna check this one every minute, rotate it a couple times, just try to keep it going. If I need to do it with the door open, I'll do that. Already looking better.
For this pizza, I cooked it for 1 minute and 20 seconds with the door closed. Opened it up, rotated it 45 degrees, cooked it for another 30 seconds with the door closed. Opened, rotated, cooked for 1 minute with the door closed, and then I finished it off for 1 minute and 45 seconds with the door open.
Got nice browning and spotting on the underside, and a really nice looking pizza. Look at the air pockets in that dough. Ah, it is fluffy, it is light, it is crispy. I want to try something. I want to see what happens if I cook with it completely open for a while, really get a lot of heat into the bottom, and then close it off to finish it. Nope, I would burn my face off. I immediately said no. We're gonna let that cool a little bit. Dough matters so much. This dough is just so much better than that pizza dough. It's softer, so much easier to work with.
From here, it's just the same process building the pizza. Nothing changes.
Now this is some Monterey Jack. I'm gonna do a little mixture of cheeses on this one. I'm gonna do some pepperoni on this one because I bought it and I wanted to try a pepperoni pizza. Ready to go.
For this one, I cooked it for a full 2 minutes before I closed the door. I really wanted to get some heat from that pizza stone into the pizza. You can really see it rise. It's kind of cool to see that happen. I closed it up and then I let it cook for a minute. Opened it up, checked it. I gave it a good 45-degree rotate, popped it back in the oven, and we're going to let this go for another solid 3 minutes long. Checked it along the way just to make sure it wasn't burning.
While I'm waiting on that. Oh, it's a good pizza. How soft and crispy on the outside of the crust, but just soft and chewy. That's a good pizza. Closed for another minute there.
Another 2 minutes with the door closed. I opened it up and I was greeted with a pretty looking pizza.
So my recommendation, if leave it open for a little while, let it kind of build up. When you start seeing some color, close it off and let it go until you get all the color you want on the top. And then you should end up with a really nice pizza house bottom side. Look at that. You could even go longer if you're really worried about that underside of your pizza, but that looks fantastic. I'm gonna let that chill a little bit. If you're interested in getting one of these, I've got an exclusive discount code for you to save you some money. Link will be in the description. And if you are enjoying this, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. Really want to support the channel? Consider becoming a member. Get all kinds of things like early access to videos and all kinds of fun stuff. But if you can't, subscribing is enough. For a small channel like mine, it really helps. Let's try some pepperoni pizza. There's nothing to be mad at about that. Oh, that's just a great pizza. Better than anything I can order around here. Pardon me while I eat this pizza. So with all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. Why did the pizza rob a bank? Because it needed the dough. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook some fantastic pizza thanks to Bighorn, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.
You don't need to do that. But it's fun.